Venus Project Challenge. I halfway through watching this Venus Project, what's the title of it? Zeitgeist 3 Moving Forward. Now, one thing that I've observed with this organization is they want to push their agenda. They want to take out the money system and fool you into believing that it doesn't exist when it actually does exist. They talk a lot of good talk, as the economy collapses, it's like problem solution, where we have a massive problem and you all are starting to feel these problems. And guess what? The Venus Project is there to save you. And they will tell you everything you want to hear, especially when you're in pain from the suffering of this current economy. Now, my observation is they don't have a good understanding of the problems that are going on. And I found, the organization a few years back, and they quote told me, they have zero interest in what interests me, which means if you actually had more information than what this Venus Project has and what they're dealing with, if you are in the tunnel vision of their knowledge base, you won't see the flaws. But if you're above, you have more information than what they're dealing with, and you can see the obvious flaws, and you have some concerns about it. A few years ago, they told me specifically, flat out, they have no interest in my concerns. They're more focused with their own agenda. Kind of knew right there that this project wasn't for me. I joined the forums, and a lot of the people that we're talking about is like, oh, all we have to do is let people just die out. And that was an outrageous conversation that I was witnessing, that it was a mentality that, oh, we'll just let those people that want to destroy themselves. We'll just watch and let them destroy themselves. That was sort of like their way of dealing with overpopulation, is we'll say that we care, but we won't. We'll just let them kill themselves. It is zero. There's zero morals and values involved with this project whatsoever. So anyways, I thought I would phone them again. And you can phone them at 1-863-465-0321 is the number I just phoned. I openly let them know that I was in disagreement with it, because from my perspective, it looks like the same system all over again. I'm against this current system, do feel we need a new design of a new system, but from what I'm seeing, this entire system is exactly the same as what we've got now. And I said, for example, where's your complaints department? Where can I file a complaint? Where can I put an opinion of, here, I have a problem with this situation. Where can I have that open conversation? And then I asked him, what's your list of acceptable ways humans should die? And you know what they did? They hung up the phone on me. See if you can get an answer to those questions, because if you understand healthcare and you understand the economic systems, how we end up dying is how we live our lifestyles. You have a corporation that manufactures poison, then the workers involved in that are going to get poisoned and develop diseases, and it could be high stress jobs, types of work that aren't good for your health, the pollution they put in their communities, and you buying that product and consuming that product will kill you. So that whole functioning of that corporation is creating how many ways that you either get cancer or you get heart problems because of the stress, I mean, there's so many different levels there that are causing illnesses that we think are normal, but most of the ways that we are dying now are not normal. They are the way we design our lifestyle global systems. So if they know what they're doing, then they, and they're concerned about healthcare and they have so much education on good healthcare, how come they can't give me a list of what's acceptable ways humans should die? Because if they give me a list of how humans would die, then at least they would see that the flaws within their system. Cancer, for example, is not a normal disease. It's caused by our environment, either the air you breathe or the stress you put on your own body by trying to fit within, putting a square peg in a round hole. Like, it doesn't work and will eventually destroy the body. But typically I'll find the flaws within this whole system if they give me a list of acceptable ways to die. So why would they hang up the phone on me? Why is it they can't have that conversation? Why couldn't they just say, don't know the answer to that, I'll get back to you? Something other than hanging up the phone on me. This is the same system that if I phone my politician and I ask them some tough questions, what do? They hang up the phone on me too. Where's the difference? Where, like they want to design a computer system that controls your life. Who's going to design that computer system? The mindset that just hung up the phone on me. They do not want you to have a voice. They are pushing their biased objectives so that they benefit at the cost of you. This is a very dangerous system. They do not want to look at any flaws. They don't want to acknowledge that there are any flaws there, but they're going to tell you everything that's wrong with this system. They're going to take advantage of this global collapse and tell you exactly how it all happened, but they're going to miss the main point of, okay, why did this all start in the first place? Where is the mentality that created the design of this economic system? When you cure the causes of what started this in the first place, then you'll be redesigning a completely new system, and they haven't discovered that yet. That's why they are falling into the exact same trap that got us into this current system now, and it's going to be a worse trap, because what they're going to do is put it into technology and have technology run everything according to the mindset of this Jacques guy who hangs up the phone. Clearly he's got a closed mind. He's not receptive to receive information. He just thinks he's the genius. He thinks that his ego is like massively correct. He's the God. And we should all build a new system according to this new God. And trust me, he's only looking for his own benefit. He does not give a shit about your benefit at all. He's going to have a computer system that says, oh, you got a complaint? Tell it to the computer. And you ain't telling it to any computer. You're telling it to him, and he's just using a computer to hang up the phone on you, because that's what they do. They do not receive information. You may think that the promises of everything going to be free. Like if you are in need and you have somebody saying, here, I'll give it to you free, what are you going to do? You're going to fall for the scam of having everything free. It's just a small guy behind a curtain that is running another system that you're going to be that Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz trying to search for the answers for something, and at the end of the day you're going to find out it's just a small little man behind a computer trying to design another flawed system that, while you're in la la land and don't have enough information, you're going to buy into it. But check it out. How come they can't tell you what's an acceptable death rate? That's because it's clear that these people plan on killing an awful lot of people, but they don't want you to know about it. But let them be your savior. Let him be your new God. And the thing is you got to save yourself. If you don't wake up to the realities of the world and choose what's good for yourself and help each other out, and we're doomed. We're doomed until we start receiving information. Right now, we do not receive information. We push out information. But check it out again. Check the phone number again. 863-465-0321. Ask them what is their list of acceptable ways humans would die. If you can get that list to me, I'll tell you exactly how they plan on designing a system, because it's causal. If you have an acceptable way of death, then you can find out, okay, this behavior is going to be acceptable. You know, that we don't care if this kills you. This is going to be what we're going to train humans to believe, that this is the way, you know, humans should die. Check it out. If you get a list of acceptable ways to die, I'd like to analyze that, because I can see the causes of that behavior that creates that death list. Peace out.